Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Cassie's World. Today's episode, I want to talk to you about this new journey that I'm starting. I am starting my journey to live a soft life. My sister sent me a TikTok video about how many black women are now choosing to live a soft, stress-free life. Aside from the aesthetic of the video just felt good. It intrigued me. So, after watching the video and, going down my TikTok rabbit hole on soft living, I decided to do more research on, what a soft life was and how I could start living a softer life. So, for starters, let's actually define what is a soft life. So, basically, living a soft life pretty much means that you don't overwork yourself to the point of burnout. You're not constantly chasing luxury. You're choosing a life of balance. You're choosing to live a balanced lifestyle and enjoy living in every moment. So this past weekend, I decided to do some soul searching and understand more about what I was lacking to live a softer life. The biggest thing for me in this moment right now is embracing my feminine energy. For the longest, I've always had to navigate life in my masculine energy, I should say. I've always had to, work hard. I was always told, move up in companies and, just let people know that I'm capable of doing my job and then some. I remember my first, real job I got. My dad, he sat down and he talked to me. He said, as a black woman in this workplace, you're going to have to work 3 times as hard just to be seen as equal as an average employee. And in that moment, I didn't really understand that statement. But as I've gotten older, he is absolutely correct. You do have to work harder just to be recognized as one of your peers that doesn't even do a great of a job, So, now, I'm back working for how many ever more days that I'm going to be there. I'm there, and essentially now, I'm burning myself out. And, I'm working hard, letting these people know that I'm capable of doing certain things. And it's so sad that, I'm burning myself out only to get recognition of being able to do these things and to only be compensated with more tasks being delegated to me just because I can do it. And, back when I was younger, I did all of these things just to say at the end of the day, I don't need a man. I'm a strong, black, independent woman. And, it's sad that, there are a lot of women out there that have to navigate in that role for, years or even, their entire life just because, they don't know how to tap into that feminine energy. And, there's nothing wrong with, being independent because you can be independent and still, navigate with feminine energy and not have to take on that role of the strong black woman. That title, you don't have to do that. You can still be soft and take care of business because, essentially I'm about to start doing that now. I think I started this Sunday. I told my husband, hey, I'm about to live a soft life. And he was like, okay, whatever, I support you. Not really understanding exactly what I meant, but, I'm so thankful that, he does co-sign my mess when I get on my little high horse or whatever. And then also, with me and my soft life, one of the things that I'm going to start doing is treating myself at the end of the day with self-care. In past episodes, I always said Sunday was self-care day, but, I'm not going to just limit my self-care routine to just Sunday. I'm going to do something, treat myself every day, something that, I enjoy, whether that is a bubble bath, using my face steamer, or just moisturizing really good, or reading a good book, or just relaxing and not tying up all my free time with tasks or errands that really aren't important, or something that can just wait. Because I have a real bad habit of associating being productive with task, because that's not always the case. You can have a whole bunch of tasks and you ain't did nothing productive. So, I'm being more mindful of how I spend my time and what is a priority for my time in that moment. And another thing that, they talked about as far as like living a soft life, which I pretty much kind of have this down packed, is moving in silence. Everybody doesn't need to know everything that you have going on in your life. Everybody doesn't need to know your next move. I think I talked about it in the last episode. When people find out you're doing things, a lot of times they'll rain on your parade on purpose just because they're not ready to see you in that light. And also, people can't talk about, they can't talk junk about whatever you got going on if they don't know about it. So, moving in silence is definitely one of the things that I've kind of adapted here, even before I decided to live this soft life. Because sometimes you don't need those outside opinions and outside factors. You just need to be in your own mental space and just navigate the world with the way that makes you feel best. And also, what else they mentioned in living a soft life is prioritizing your mental health. And I know in the Black community, we like to, that's a taboo subject. We don't like to talk about, therapy. We don't like to talk about trauma. One thing that I do appreciate is my younger sister. She is really big into therapy. She's done her work to heal her inner child. Well, is doing the work to heal her inner child, but she is really aware of her health, her mental health, and her emotions and how she feels. And she's encouraging me to go to therapy and heal, do the work and everything like that. And that's also gonna be something that I work on while living this softer life. I will say, they did have a whole list of stuff about, things that you can do to live the softer life. But the key takeaway points from what research I did find was softer living was, just living stress-free. Now, is it guaranteed that you're never going to come across anything that stresses you out? No. Something's going to come up, but it's all about how you handle it. You can, handle it, deal with it, allow yourself to feel the feels. Don't suppress your emotions or your thoughts. Just change how you react to certain things. Just change what energy you put out into the world. Live a balanced life, pretty much. Understanding what works for you. And pretty much, just doing what feels good for you. And for me, these last couple of weeks, it has definitely been, trying to tap into that feminine side of me, and not having to take on every challenge as I got to conquer this, I got to do this, but to just kind of, be soft and not have to be that strong, independent Black woman all the time. Now, don't get it twisted. I can do both, but I shouldn't have to, and I'm not going to moving forward. Like, I'm going to treat myself with care, be delicate, be kind with myself. I'm going to, end every day with some form of self-care, whatever that may be for you. Nobody's self-care, there's no cookie cutter way of what self-care looks like. So you have to identify what self-care means to you and what self-care is to you, and do those things, for yourself, just to take care of you. Put that as a priority. Put that as your, all right, every day I'm going to, make sure I moisturize real good. Or if you want to just take a bubble bath, light candles, or just delegate 10 minutes of your day just to yourself in silence. That's your self-care. That's your self-care. Moving in silence. Like, don't tell everybody what you got going on. People can't rain on your parade if they don't even know the parade exists. That's all I'm saying. And prioritize your mental health. Like, that's a serious thing right now. Coming out of this pandemic, well, we're really still in the pandemic. Like I said, the housing market's trash. Interest rates are about to go up. There's shortages everywhere. Just prioritize that mental health. And don't suppress whatever said feelings that you have. Express it. Don't hold it in. Well, I think I've talked to you guys long enough. So this is going to wrap up the episode. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to share it on social media. Use the hashtag the podcast Cassie's World. Send it to a friend. If you're listening on the Apple Podcast app, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Even on Spotify, I think you can, I don't know if you can rate it, but I know you can subscribe. I haven't been on Spotify in forever. But, whatever platform that you're listening to, if you can, rate, subscribe it, send it to a friend. Follow me on social media, the podcast Cassie's World. That's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, I believe. It's been real. It's been great. Until next time, be blessed.